for this week's Q&A. This week we have a bit of a tough question, and it is one that I'm not really looking forward to answering, but I do want to answer because I think it's important for people to know. And the question this week is, how do I train my child so they'll have the best chance at a professional career in sports? Um, in this situation, it is really, really hard to give a good answer. The sad but true answer, and the one that I think most people dance around because it's really not great for business, for a lot of different businesses, is that there's no way to effectively train your child to be a professional athlete from a young age. The only thing that is really going to allow your child to be a professional athlete is how they're built. People who play in the NFL, in the NBA, they are built different. They are not built like normal humans. And I think we can see that if you run into them on the street or you go to see a game, you see them in person. The linemen that play in the NFL weigh 300 pounds, 320 pounds, and most of them are 6'8". If your child is not 6'8" and 300 plus pounds just walking around untrained as an adult, they're going to have a very hard time being an offensive lineman in the NFL. So the sad but true truth is that it's really not going to happen for most people. And it doesn't matter how much training that child goes through, they're not going to have a chance to get there. On the flip side of that, there's a lot of things that you can do for your kids to help them be in the best situation for them. There are different ways of looking at sports and trying to find sports that work well for their body type. There are different ways of looking at training that will give those kids the best possible chance at having a successful career, wherever that may lead. Those are the things that we should be doing. I really have a hard time talking to people when they want to know what they can do to make their kid a pro athlete when their child is 6. I have no idea. There's no way of knowing unless we can tell exactly how big that kid is going to be and exactly what they're going to look like. It will be very hard to see how that will turn out for them. But we can train them. We can work them in a way that helps benefit their body and develop their natural talents. And then the best thing you can do is put them in a position where they're going to be well suited for their sport. I can tell you it's going to be very hard for a boy who grows up and is 5 foot tall and 100 pounds soaking wet to play in the NFL, no matter how much we train them. It is just not going to happen. Conversely, someone who grows up and is 6'8" and 320 pounds, like we talked about, walking around untrained, is going to have a very hard time as an Olympic swimmer. You just have to be in the right spot for your body type and then train hard with what you've got. If you think that your child has the goods to be able to do that genetically and build, go for it. Go ahead and train whatever you think is right for your kid. I'm not going to be one to tell you what not to do. But understand that the things that are going to keep them out of a professional setting in sports are not going to be the mental things. They're not going to be the training that that child does at a young age. They're going to be the physiological things leading up.